Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie, Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm from Clovis, California. Thank you for joining me this evening. I have a really fun card. Of course, I'm using More Than Autumn again because I just can't get enough of that set. I absolutely love it. I realize I've done quite a few holiday cards and I just wanted to do another fall card. I love fall and I love pumpkin spice, so it's a perfect combination. I'm going to tell you, there's one part of the card that I did that I'm like, but I'm actually okay with it. And we'll talk about it as we go. And I did a little technique that I'm going to share with you that I hope you've tried because it's a lot of fun. Oh, my husband is out on the lake and he just said, I'm running out of breeze. I'm on my way back because he's sailing. So it's, the breeze is kind of dying down. So anyway, he keeps sending me photos saying, I know you wish you were here. It's a perfect day to sail. But I would have gone, but I didn't think there was a breeze. There isn't one here, but I guess there's a little bit of one. Usually he gets out there and then he just plays with his sails and boat and starts messing around. So anyway, let's see. Hi, Carol and Gloria. Carrie, how are you? Hi, Annie. Hi, Paula from Virginia. Hello, Anna. Hi, Marcie. I rarely see my name. Not spelled the same, but it's funny. My painter, although I love him, he was a great painter. He did a great job. But when I called him, he was like, Marcie, like he couldn't just remember who I was, which he just got back from vacation. I don't blame him. But he's like, oh, I have like 3 Marcies that I'm working with right now. Really? Because I think I've met 2 Marcies in my whole life. But anyway, let's see. He's a good painter. That's what matters. Let's see. Nell, Renee, Nancy. Hi, how are you? Hi, Marva. North Shore of Lake Erie. Hi, Susan. How's your washer and dryer? Oh, I will talk about that. So I have a new washer and dryer. I got the front load ones this time with the pedestals. Boy, they look big. My laundry room is a hallway to the garage door. You know what I'm talking about? So off the hall, there's a door, goes into the laundry room. There's a sink, washer, dryer. I don't have counters and a whole bunch of cabinets just above the washer and dryer. And then it goes right into the dryer, into the garage. Well, the funny thing is when you put these larger washer and dryers in there, it really shrinks that room up, which we just walked through it to get to the cars, but it's funny. But I am used to the older washer and dryers with the agitators, and so these are the front load where they just kind of turn and drizzle water and turn and stop and turn, and it's weird. My husband and I were both like, are our clothes getting clean? But they smell good and they look good and everything seems fine. I did a rug. I have a ruggable rug, and I was like, well, this will be the test, because I never felt like it came out looking like it should. It always came out clean, but it still wasn't as bright. This one, bright and wonderful. I love it. Came out very clean. So apparently it must be working. I just have to get used to that difference. Kathy, 80 degrees there. Wow. Hi, Robin. Hi, Tashana. How are you? Hi, Michelle. Michelle, thank you so much for my birthday card. It's over there. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. Hi, Sandy. You too. I know, not very many. Tonight is the last night to really see the comet. Oh, we don't see anything here. Our skies aren't exactly the clearest. When we do get to see stars, I'm excited, but that's the only kind of washer I will use is front load. Oh, Annie, me too. I'm thinking I love it now. We got rid of the front loader when we needed a new washer. Oh, now back to the top. Yeah, I really like the front so far. Well, for several reasons. Well, number one, I'm short. So for me to climb in there and to get my clothes out is a real pain. And then if there's like little socks left in there, I'm like literally feet off the floor in there trying to get them. The other thing is with my tendonitis, pulling the clothes out of the wash, that are stuck and spun to the bottom, not fun. So, so far, I love it. Hi, Cheryl, how are you? All right, so Now, but that being said, with the front washer, I heard that there was a bunch of issues with the first batch of them, that they had a musty smell and, you know, weren't great. But they've changed it all. So I've talked to several people that said no, that they're not like that anymore. So far, although I've only had them a week, I've not noticed that. So not even a week, 3 days, something like that. Anyway, I've not noticed it, and I've probably done 5 loads already. So hopefully it all stays well. All right, so let's just skip to our stuff. This Wednesday, we have bingo. Right now, I do still have a few kits left. So if you're interested, I still have them. Usually they are gone before bingo night. So yay, we still have some. And now November bingo will be coming very soon. I do not have registration set up yet, but it will be November 20th. Okay, my granddaughter, my daughter, everybody's coming for the birth of the baby. And so they'll be here, well, like right after the birth of the baby. So they'll be here on 13th through 18th or something like that. So we are going to make it the 20th, which is the week before Thanksgiving. And I will have some new online exclusive items in that bingo. Make sure you check the rubber ring in front of small things like socks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what I heard, is it was the ring. The rubber ring actually is what made the weird smell before. But thank you. Luckily, I don't lose too many socks, so that's good. But they might catch them. You've had one for 16 years. I have a top load washer and dryer. I love them. I had surgery for tendonitis. I am back to normal. It was so bad I couldn't sort mail or knit. You know what? I want to make my baby that's coming a blanket, because I like to crochet each grandchild a blanket, and I haven't done it yet. I started one for the last one, but my hand hurts really bad to crochet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'll keep trying. Can you tell us what you are doing for bingo? Okay, so I am doing the take a bow paper. So there's like 2 or 3 patterned paper on one card from what I can remember. And that one's going to be using the Sweetest Star, but you do not have to use the Sweetest Star if you don't have it, because you can put anything else in that spot. So you can use, we'll do that. I'm going to use the, oh gosh, I wish I could see all those over there right now. I'll go take a peek in a minute because I can't remember off the top of my head. There will be a fall one in there. Okay, I'm going to have to go look. Hold on a second. Let me go grab it. It's right over here. Let me grab it. I can't show you everything, but I do have the bucket here. All right, here's my bingo bucket. All right, so we're using the Peaceful Season, which is just for a sentiment. Where are my cards? My cards aren't even in here. We're using the Autumn Expressions, and so that sentiment is the Grateful for You again. I love that one. The Sweetest Star I showed you. But the paper, we're using the green and gold paper. Okay, I'm just going to show you the kits, okay? So here's the kit. It's just a lot easier. All right, that's kit 1, kit 2, kit 3, quick glances, I know. And this is different, it's a fancy fold. And then this is the kit 4. All right, so there they are. I don't have all the goodies and embellishments in all of them yet, but that's it. So I have Sweetest Star, Autumn Expressions, Layering Leaves, that's a sentiment will come from that. And Peaceful Season, and I think that is what, but those are all sentiments. You can use whatever sentiments you have. So there we go. Now I have to put it over there so you can't see, but I just showed you the kits, which I never do. Let's see. Oh, it wasn't tendonitis, it was carpal tunnel. Yeah, I don't have that, and I'm not doing any surgery unless I can't do it. If I can't stamp, then I'll have surgery. Who cares about laundry, right? Didn't sign up for bingo as my daughter's flying from Colorado for a few days. Oh, yay, Gloria. That'll be fun. All right, no tingling, no numbness. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't have that, and I've typed pretty much my whole life. Well, you know, since I was probably 14, I took typing right away because I really liked it, typing in shorthand. And so both of those, I think, is what is going on. But anyway, so the other thing I want to tell you is the Dear Santa class. I still have some kits. Here are the cards. So cute. One card. There's a card. And then, whoa. And then those are the other two cards. So I still have kits for that. I know that the A Little Bit Festive paper is out of stock until the 4th of November, which isn't too long away. But you can always get your kids and put your cards together other than the few pieces that go on the front and do your coloring of your little kids and do your sentiments and everything. This one didn't have anything from the paper. Everybody else did, but you could get it all ready to go. Let's see. Thank you, Susan, for sharing and liking. I appreciate that very much. Oh, barely hold a pen. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me. All right, and the other class I still have a few, very few of, is the More Than Autumn, which is the one we're doing today. And so here's the card, and you get the kit for these cards. So I still have some of those available. And you get all the pieces, only the coloring you have to do. And there's that one. And then this box here, and you even get the little candies. So, in a cute little box. So this is a really cute little set, and that's another class that I have available. The links are below and on my blog. All right, and what else do we have? Gosh, online exclusives are coming to you November 4th. I am so excited because there are some fun things, and I am putting some things into bingo, which was requested, so thank you. The Close to My Heart sale began the 16th. It's while supplies last. So there's lots of goodies in there, including some double-sided 12 by 12 paper. So take advantage of that. It's not all for scrapbooking, so take a look at it. There's some stamp sets, an embossing folder. I don't know what sold out already. I think there might have been an ink pad in there. There's definitely some pockets for scrapbooking, but there is just some other regular stuff there. And of course, don't forget the Join special. If you'd like to get a discount on your shopping starting at 20%, now is the time to join because you only pay $99 and you get $155 in product. And of course, I would absolutely love to have you on my team. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. I know a lot of those people that do ask questions and stuff. No, I don't bother you. I'll answer your questions. I'd love to have you. It's obviously up to you. And that's it. So I hope you decide to do that because the Christmas catalog is great and Celebration is coming. And we get to pre-order our Celebration in December. Yay! So I'm excited about that. All right, let's just get started. So here's my card. And I think it in person looks way better than online, I'm going to tell you. Because I did the pumpkin spice here with the glitter paper. Now, even in this picture, it doesn't look so great. It looks like it's really hard to read, but in person, it's not. Because the glitter just kind of pops out at you. But once I posted the picture on front of the catalog, on my YouTube video here, I was like, oh, you can't see that very well. But in person, you really can, and it looks really cool. So I hope... I'm going to be sending a bunch of these out, so hopefully a lot of you will get them, and you will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I thought it was really cute. But I'm going to show you how to do some coloring and some different thoughts I had about this. And so let's just get started. I did a few things ahead, but I'm going to show you everything that I did. So let's start on the inside first, of course. I just took, this is the latte paper from the Latte Love. This is that paper, and I did a lot of the latte stuff, including these little boxes that we did. And I had a bunch of paper left. So I saw a card on the it wasn't the demonstrator site, but it was like another Stampin' Up site that people were sharing pictures. And all I remember was her name was Stamping Ninja. And so I don't know what her real name is. I didn't go look at her thing up. I just kind of looked at that she used this paper with the pumpkin stamps and stuff. So I thought, oh, I was thinking of using this anyway with the set, but I hadn't come up with a thought until I saw hers. And I said, ooh, I liked what she did. So I took a little bit, mainly the paper and a pumpkin coffee, and then everything else I pretty much changed it up. So, but I'll show you what we're going to do. Let's first add our paper on. I was watching my show, of course. Everybody knows I'm watching West Wing. Oh, I only have like a season and 1 episode left. But they're doing the election. It's election day. Or not election day, it's the convention. And so they're all on there right now. It's the last minute and on the last episode of the season, but I had to get off. Otherwise I would have been glued to the last few minutes and time would have just slipped by me. But it is good. All right. Even though Rob Lowe left already, I'm going to spoil that part for you guys if you haven't seen it yet. Obviously, he didn't stay the whole series, but I guess I shouldn't have said that because that spoiled it, but it's still very good afterwards, and I'm a huge Rob Lowe fan, so. All right, where are my good scissors? Hi, Mary, how are you? All right, so there's our inside. We're just going to glue that over here. So yeah, I've been busy with bingo, I'm trying to do a little Halloween treat things for, to hand out. And went to dinner last night with my grandson, my son, and my daughter-in-law for my birthday. And so that was a lot of fun. You guys might have seen my picture I posted with my grandson. Whenever he's in a happy mood and we'll take a picture, I'm going to take one, because usually he's like, I don't want to take a picture. You know how little ones can be. Whereas my granddaughter's like, okay. She's all for it. I cannot wait to see her. She's coming later in November. So I'm excited about that. There we go. What TV shows are you guys watching? I told my husband last night, oh, I hate when I get to the end of a series, especially when I really like it, and then I have to watch something else. And then it was like, oh man, what am I going to watch? Thank you, Mary Kay. Oh, thanks, Renee. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, he's such a cutie pie. He went to a bowling birthday party yesterday, so I got to hear all about his bowling birthday party and how he did 3 strikes. So he was very excited about it. All right, so we're just going to layer that there. Now this paper is peach pie, and this one is pumpkin pie. So we're going to put this on there. I just wanted the color tone to be just a little bit different, which I think is what you could do with the 2-tone paper that's coming out. It's going to be like a lighter and a darker. I don't think it's this big of a difference, but it's going to be close. So a little closer than that. So now what I did is I took some of our polka dot trim. This was also with the latte. Now, if you have a glass mat, I'm going to show you a little secret. So I made a bunch of these, right? So if I had this come down to the bottom, which I know you can't see the very bottom, but that's okay. I'm going to bring this one up and decide, okay, where is my string? If you're doing a lot of them, you kind of want to know where your string's going to go. And so my string is going to go right here on this line. I don't do it too close to the card, but just so you know, take your markers and just put a mark on there so that you know. And now when I do 100 of these, now I know where to put it. So I'm going to put that up there. Okay, Gifted's amazing. Prison Break. Oh, you're welcome, Anna. Wasn't it great? Lincoln Lawyer. A new season just started a couple days ago, and my husband and I are ready to watch it. So we're probably going to watch it tonight because I told him it's on, but we didn't watch it the other night. Season 3 just came out of Tracker. Oh, we are watching Tracker too. We watch a lot of TV. Okay, my tape just ran out, and I luckily already have another one. We do watch Tracker too, so I liked him from the other show he was on. What was it? This Is Us. So we like him. So I took white liner tape or tear and tape, whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna, if I do a bunch, I put my hand through it just so you know. It's easier when you're doing a whole bunch, and then I just rip it. Okay, so that's good. All right, so then now I'm going to move my card here. So imagine I have a stack of these. I'm going to move this back down here in between these two lines just so I know where I'm going to go. I'm just going to rub my white liner and take that off. Then I always have my thumbs here because once you let go, it may not stick. And so you want to make sure that's where my line's at. So I'm just going to go right there where my line is at. I stick that there and then I lift it and then I just bend it over. Okay, so now my paper, my ribbon should be pretty close to where it was. And so now I just wipe that off. It's just regular ink. Although remember when I first got it and I did a little test, and there's a video on what you can do with your mat. I did a video and I used alcohol marker and it came right off too, but I haven't used it since then because I still don't think alcohol, I'm afraid it's going to stay on, so I don't do that. The next thing I did is I used these Nested Essential and these rounded corner, and I did a pumpkin pie, and then I did a pecan pie, and then I took my leaf folder. Now I'm going to show you, I did 3 at a time. So what I did with my folders, if you look at this, let me see if I move my hand, it goes around the corner like over here. So I put one here, I put one here, and then I put one up here, and then so not every card will have the same image, but that's okay. You just want something in the background. And so with our folders, I did 3 of them at the same time. So I was able to just run them through and get 3 at the same time. And so there's our image that I did. So I'm going to glue that because it is embossed. Now, when I do a lot of gluing like this, and I do a bunch of them, I bring out my glue. So I have my glue like this. And so I bring out the bigger glue so I can do them. It's just a lot faster. So I don't use my little one, but just because I'm doing one, oh, my thing is crooked. Just because I'm doing one, we're just going to go with it. All right, I just put that straight down. We just want to give it some texture in the background. All right, and then what we're going to do is let's do some stamping. Let's set that aside. We are going to first stamp our coffee cup. All right, there's our coffee cup. Oh, I guess I should. And let's do our pumpkin. All right, make sure you give everybody enough room for where you're going to die cut them out. We're going to do our whipped cream, but we're not going to do it in black. We are going to use pecan pie. just wanted to kind of soften it a little bit. So let's do our pecan pie. All right, so there's that. All right, what other TV shows, you guys? Oh, Person of Interest. Oh, we've seen that too. That's really good. Oh, The Summit. I saw the previews, and we've been talking about watching that. All right, I'm going to leave pecan pie open right now because what I'm going to do is, you guys use the blender pens, and I've shared them before, but the blender pens are really, really nice to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one that I've been using, and I just squish my ink. You can tell I was using it right there. So I'm going to squish my ink a little bit, and then now I have that. I'm going to use the tip. Now, the thing to remember, and I'm going to bring you closer, the thing to remember is your, this is not watercolor paper. This is regular paper, right? So you want to be really careful with getting it too wet and going over the same thing over and over, because it's going to make, it's going to just get your paper wet. It'll start rolling and be yucky. So I really kind of get this mixed up so you can kind of get not a super dark color. And I'm going to do the little sleeve thing here. I try not to go over too much of the same area. So just keep moving it, and you keep rotating your pen too. Keep rotating your pen. Okay, and now it's pretty, it's like a lot of the color is off, and so now I just kind of fill in those white spots. Okay, so that one came out fairly dark, probably because I haven't used this until again today. So but after this is out and it gets a little drier, I would probably just do about that much. So I would go down like this, and see how light it is now? It's getting lighter and lighter. And I've been using it, I've only used it that one time today. But see how it's, and then you can pick up more, and then pick up more. Once it starts, the color kind of disappears, then you want to make sure that you pick it up again. Okay, so you'll see, like on this card, see how light it is? Because I did a whole bunch that day. But I was okay with dark, light, whatever you have. You just want to keep using it and keep getting more ink up so that you're not, because otherwise, watch, if you do this and you keep going in the same spot. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but see how the paper's rolling off right there? It's just because it's like if you're getting wet paper and you're kind of moving it around. So you want to make sure that, and see how it goes clear. So now, and even though it's dark on the end, it's clear, and I can use that again on a different color. So anyway, there's our coffee. Let's see, I saw somebody mention Matlock. Saw the first episode, but can't find the second one. Oh, Melanie, you know what? We missed the first one, but we recorded the second one. So we're going to go try and find the first one. All right, so I'm going to take dark crumb cake, and I'm going to just go on the lines. And it doesn't have to be anything really neat. And I just kind of feather in on one side or the other, kind of like, just so it gives it a little bit of a light. But I did go around the outside. I didn't do the top because it's going to be covered up anyway. And then I'm going to go down across here just for a little shading, like the little cup. What do you call that? I just said it a minute ago. The warmer, the cup, or I call it the cup warmer, but the handle thing. All right, and we're just going to do that. That's it, simple. And then I'm going to take the light one, and I'm going to come back in. And just lightly kind of color it in. You can use your brush pen too if you want. I like to go over where the darker is a little extra just so that blends. But this I'm just going to kind of color in. Here I'm going to blend it a little bit. I do like circular motions right around that, and then just fill it in. I don't like to see the harsh lines. So just kind of blend it in. If I wanted, like I think I do right here, I am going to do a little darker up here, because the whipped cream is going to go on there and it's going to like be a little shadow a little bit. So I'm going to add just a little bit right there. Okay. And you'll see we're going to go over on top of that anyway with the whipped cream. Yeah, that's what I thought so too, Dee. So we will find it. It'll be on demand. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is take paper pumpkin. Gee, where'd that come from? Pumpkin pie. And I'm going to do my little outline. And I just do the main inner lines. And the outer one, I kind of fill in. So it's kind of like the pumpkin's going around and it gets darker on the outside, but not completely. So I know it's kind of hard to... So I just kind of put some dark lines. And then I take this... And then I just kind of go in just like that. I notice I got a little bit on the outside there, so I'm going to get my color lifter and just kind of push that back in, that color. Yay. All right. And now with this, I did something completely different. I am going to take my silicone mat and I'm going to get a baby wipe, because we're going to do a little bit of a technique here. Because my first original thought when I did this, I'm going to make it small because I'm only doing this little one right here. When I first did this, my thought was I was going to add some colorful leaves, like some fall leaves with the card. Because that's what she did. I don't even, oh, like these leaves right here. Like this. And I have a lot of leaves because I would have done three different colors to put on there. And I would not have had enough time to get them done before I have to get these out and move on to my next project. And plus I decided, I didn't really like where they were and what I was doing with them. So I changed my mind. So instead, what I'm going to do is add a little color this way. I'm going to add some orange in the middle. And then I'm going to add, I'm only doing one card, so I'm not going to, put a bunch of ink on here. But I'm going to do cherry cobbler there. And then I'm going to take my sprinkles. Oops, except I just laid my stamp on here. I didn't push it on. And then I'm going to take my sprinkles and dab, dab, dab in here. And I'm going to stamp right there. So now you can see I have some cherry cobbler and pumpkin pie and the kind of blended sprinkles on the whipped cream. Okay, so there we have that. And normally I would have a bigger baby wipe out and I would have done it pretty big. That way whenever I just go, I can just kind of, take care of it and move it around. And if the colors blend, that's okay. It's still a really pretty color. And I wouldn't have to worry about it. But you can also take something like this. Let me show you right here. If you wanted to do like a card and do like, let me do the back side. See how there's like the orange and the red? And you can always do more orange on there if you wanted. I'm doing this because I've already got my coffee cup out. But look how pretty that is. You could do the baby wipe technique all different kinds of ways. Even if I wanted to do the center of the coffee and then cut it out and plop it on top of the coffee, would be really cool to tie in those colors. All right, so the coffee cup, oh man, I thought I lost it. I cut it out, so here I have, so this, you can see this one a little bit has the red more towards the bottom than on the top. What kind of baby wipes do you use? An oily one? No, the only baby wipes I will use is the Costco brand, and they are non-scented. So I've used, well, even just their original ones work fine. But if there's a choice, I go with non-scented. But they work fantastic. You don't get lint on your your ink pads or anything, or or your stamps or anything like that. I love them a lot. Those are the only kind I will use. All right, so let's take our pumpkin. We're going to bring this in here, and let's get our, oh, I need my silicone mat back because we need to put our coffee, do our coffee cup. And so what I do is when I make a bunch, I do this. I add the glue at the top just like that, and I will do like 10 or 20 at a time because the glue starts to get a little tacky, and then I come back with my whipped cream and I add the whipped cream to them, but that way it doesn't ooze out so much. And then I just let them sit there while I keep gluing them all. Our pumpkin, we're going to take a dimensional and put it on the back of our pumpkin, just like that. Look how cute and fall this looks. I don't remember how she did her, I don't know how she did her coffee cup. I think she used crumb cake, or maybe she used pumpkin pie, but it was in the brown tones. This, she didn't, I don't think she did this. That was just something I decided to do. She didn't add glitter or do this. Hers was, I think, a circle and 2 coffee cups and some leaves around them, something like that. I should have copied a picture, but anyway, it was really, really cute. And I just decided, all right, I'm going to use a lot of the same stuff and change it up. All right, we are going to add dimensionals here. Hi, Virginia. How are you? Hi, Julie. Oh, yeah, it is a fun technique. You know, for that purpose, you could probably use any baby wipe. I use the same baby wipes to wipe my stamps off and wipe my desk off and stuff like that. And that's where I would be a little more picky about which baby wipes you get. I wouldn't get any with lanolin in it or lotion or anything like that, because obviously you don't want that all over your project. But no, that's just a regular old baby wipe. So Huggies or Pampers or whatever you can get will work fine for the technique. In fact, if they're cheaper, I would do it with that. All right. So I want this plain side down, which there's really no reason, but that's kind of how I just like to do it. So I'm going to put that right about there. And then we're going to take our coffee and we're also going to add dimensionals here. I always like to add a dimensional on both when, like, if these are glued, and so I'll add 2 there, and I'm just going to add 1 and 1 because I probably didn't even need to do that. I probably could have just did one down kind of in the center, but that's okay. I went to, Stephanie had a surprise birthday party yesterday. It was, her birthday is this week. And so that was fun and nice. She didn't have a clue, and she was just here like Thursday, so that was fun. All right, the other thing, I have a little bit of glue that kind of oozed. It's shiny. If you just take your pokey tool and just kind of wipe it, it'll come off. All right, the other thing I did is I did this calls for right here, and I stamped it, and I just cut it out, and there's no dye or anything. But this is popped up, and this is not. So what I decided I was going to do is I'm going to go up here, which I'm noticing there's glue. There we go. All right, and then, so this is popped up. Well, I want to not pop up this last one, so I'm going to take this one off. All right, so I took the last dimensional off, but that means I need to put another dimensional on the outside, because this one is going to go, I'm going to put it right on top. It's going to go on the flat surface. This one's going to go up 1, and then this is going to come up on top of that. So let me show you what we're going to do. All right, so I have 2, 1, and none, but we're going to add glue right here. Hi, Deidre. Oh, gosh, this is one of my favorites. I love this set. All right, so again, this one's going to go on the orange. The doubled up one's going to go over here because this is dimensionaled up, and so is this. So there's none on this one. And so I'm just going to put that right about there and put that down. Okay, so that way it's nice and flat on there, and it's not like this, you know, up on top of your project. You want it to be nice and flat. So we're just going to slide that there. And now we're going to take our paper pumpkin, our pumpkin spice, and now I'm going to clean these out. The thing to know about this is because I did so many, I did do this on adhesive. So there is adhesive. Number one, there's no eyes. Okay, so that's kind of nice for these dies because like on the Christmas die, have you guys used that? I've used it a lot, and this one right here. And your eyes can get stuck in the die or kept stuck in the paper or whatever. Don't lose your eyes because you might want them, but you can always put an embellishment there, which is what we're going to do with these because these don't come with eyes. So I'm going to just clean out my little chads out of here because I don't want them to get stuck in my project, and I want them out. I'm noticing right here that I have adhesive up to like right here and none right here, so I'll probably add a little dab of glue there. I was probably die cutting towards the end of the glue, of the adhesive there. So we'll add that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my spice. I'm going to lay them out. And like I said, it is hard to see on screen, but it really isn't in person. It's so pretty in person. I don't know. I mean, it still kind of looks camouflaged a little bit, but in person it just pops off the page. And you'll see it when you get it, but it's really, really pretty. But like I said, when I put it on the screen for the video, I was like, oh man, you can't even see that. All right, so we're going to pull this off. Make sure I got it all. There's one of those chads I forgot to grab. And now it's going to stick. The other half of the adhesive, I probably got down to the end of my adhesive right here, is on the top part. You want to make sure you get it off. There we go. All right, so there, oh here, let me just go back down. Bring that down. All right, so I got that little piece off, and this is really sticky, so be careful if it's stuck on your, except this little corner didn't get glue. Didn't get adhesive, so I'm going to put a little glue. If it sticks to your hand, it's hard to get off. All right, so I'm going to put spice right about there. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it. I'm not going to stick it, just in case I need to move it. Hi, Lane, how are you? All right, there's that. And you got to be careful when you pull this up. It's really thin, but sometimes you don't have to try. If you're trying really hard, it's too hard. Then you're trying to pull up the layers of your paper. So just be careful because it's really, really thin. But it's so worth it, especially if you're doing a bunch of these. A bunch of cards, like your Christmas cards. All right. So now what I like to do is I'm going to put this on the P because it's long. And then I can kind of gauge where I want it. And I'm going to put it right about there. I don't want it too close up to here, but I don't want it sitting right on top of that either. All right, and I am good with that, and I'm good with that. All right, so there's our pumpkin spice we're putting on there. We're going to add our dimensionals to the back. Hi, Terry, how are you? I'm glad you caught me live too. All right, so I always try to put dimensionals on the ribbon, because this is going to be stuck to the card base, and then this is stuck here, and that gives this less likelihood of coming undone, because, you know, sometimes it can come undone. All right. And somebody was talking about using my pokey tool to take these backings off. I did give it a try earlier today again, and I did a little bit better. Normally I am just chewing up the poor dimensional, because I'll put it on there, and I was doing it like this, like I see everybody do, and that was not working. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. And then I've just got some of my poor dimensionals are just look like they've just been stabbed to death. And I was like, well, so it does work a little bit, but I guess I just have to keep doing it and get myself used to it. All right, and then we're just going to put this here. So pretty. And then we're going to take our adhesive backed dapple dots, which I have a lot of. And I want to use the peach pie ones. And so I did a large one over here. I did a small one up here. I did a small one for the pumpkin and for spice. And then I did another large one just over here somewhere. So you've got your triangle of them here in your focal point, but I thought it would be cute to dot our eyes down there too. So I hope you guys can see that if I had a choice, maybe I would have put something underneath this to make it pop a little more. But I'll tell you what, I have tried everything. I did not want to put a strip of dark paper. I didn't want to use vellum. We don't have vellum anymore, and that's really not going to solve everybody's problem all the time, because we don't always have it. And then I was going to do, like I said, a strip of paper. I tried dies. I tried all kinds of different things down there. The only other thing I think I could have done is maybe taken some pecan pie and maybe added that below this, and maybe even brought that down a little bit more, and then added the pecan or the pumpkin spice down on top of that. But I really wanted that glimmer paper. So I decided, you know what, I really like it. And this calls for, and obviously that's pumpkin spice, right? So I thought, well, it's just, I think it's going to be fine just like it is. Let's see. Pumpkins are used for soup. I had pumpkin pie before I had the soup. Oh, I like pumpkin pie better than pumpkin soup. I just finished making the autumn card class. I love the cards and this one. Glad I got the bundle and the class. Oh, good, Lisa. I'm glad you did too. I loved doing that class. It was so much fun. Oh, thanks, Gwen. Yeah, I just really love this whole set. Thanks, Deb. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, it's really pretty in person. It just looks kind of busy because it's a little, I mean, when I tilt it just right, it's easier to see. But in person, it's like, you'll see. It's just really pretty. But I just love the colors. I love pecan pie. That is like an amazing color. And who doesn't like, now I want a pumpkin spice latte. But anyway, there you go. So cute, so fun. Don't forget, I have bingo still available, and I showed the people earlier, so I'm going to show you guys the projects. So I have project 1, and the sentiment on this one, I don't have the finished cards here, but I believe it is peaceful season, I believe. Okay, project 2 is going to be this one, which is the Regal Floral. And that sentiment, I think, is coming from Layering Leaves. I think. You know what? I don't know. And then project 3 is going to be another fun one. It's a fancy fold, and it is, is this the fancy fold one? Yeah. And it will be a fun fall one. And then I have this one, which is take a bow all the paper from Take a Bow. And there will be an image that we'll do from the Sweetest Star, which is this set. But you don't have to use it. You can use whatever you have. A snowman, a snowflake, a Santa Claus, whatever, a Christmas tree, whatever you want to go with this paper, you'll be able to do. Remember when I do bingo, I try really, really hard to make it where you can add whatever sentiment you have. You don't have to have these items. Okay, so I'll just show you. All right, so I'm going to show you one of the cards. Are you ready? I'm just going to show on you because I have one here that's done. All right, ready? Oh, okay, so that's it. Do you know what we'll be using in November bingo? Oh, that is November bingo. Those are, oh, November bingo. Oh, November bingo. We are using hibiscus. We are using the Marbled Elegance. And I haven't gotten all the way done with that one yet. But we will be using at least the paper and parts of it. Because remember, I can't use the stamp set. If you don't have the stamp set, you'll have to use something else. But we're for sure using those two for sure. Do you still have the Santa class? Yes, I do. Yes. And there's a link below if you guys are interested. That one and also the More Than Autumn one. I have very few of those left. I want to say 3, I think. I was able to make up a couple kits because I did have some of the pieces. And so I was able to do a couple things and add to it. So I still have 3, I think. Or now I have 3 again. Yeah, bingo's going to be fun. Make sure you have your numbers. If you don't, they're in your receipt. If you paid online, if you did not put numbers in there, and then I used whatever I could find the last bingo. So there's a couple people that I did September bingo numbers, and there was somebody, one person I think it did. I had to use your March numbers. So just know that those people I'll probably call out and make sure you know those are the numbers that I used on bingo day. Oh, good, Gwen. It's a fun class. I agree. Pumpkin soup is delicious, Michelle. So cute with the Make a Bow DSP. Yeah, the Make a Bow DSP is so much fun because you can just mix and match it all and come up with a great card. So, all right. So Wednesday is bingo. So I'm on at 5 o'clock. So don't miss out. There's still a few kits left. So if you're interested in it, there's a link below. If you're not available Wednesday night, remember that bingo is always the same cost as a normal class. You'll get the video, but I'll still mail you the kits so you'll have everything to create with. And so you still get 4 projects with the kits and a video. So if you're interested in bingo, but you may not be available, think about that. November, so far, hibiscus and Marbled Elegance. I don't know what else yet. It may be new, it may not be. I don't know. It kind of depends because I'm also guessing we're going to have enough product to order to get everything for bingo. So things may change. Always remember that things may change a little bit. December, there will not be bingo. Remember, April and December, I do not do bingo. In April, I'm getting ready for the main catalog. I'm getting my pre-order from the large catalog. I'm hopefully on incentive trips and things like that, it's a busy time. And so I don't do it in April, getting ready for the new catalog. Plus I'm doing swaps and stuff for my trip and all that good stuff. The other thing is, and in December, of course, it's holiday and Christmas, and it seems like life is busy for everybody. So, and then I'm getting ready for celebration because January will be celebration bingo. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week. I will see you on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Bye, everybody.